Sadly, there's a rainstorm in Paris, so I'm here with you. Good evening. Dear viewers, internet partakers, and welcome to Geography Story. We're going to play around, reluctantly, can't you tell, of the random place generator game. The second most popular game on the internet after Crap Map Spectacular. So, not that that's a game. Or is it? Okay, let's minimize my mug and generate a random place. I reckon we're going to get the US. Hopefully we don't get France. Alright, let's generate that place. If it's a place that doesn't have Google Street View, we're not picking it. Okay. We got the good old US of A, my favorite country on earth. And we have a place called Hebronville. Let's check this amazing place out. I love the US. I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding. You guys know I'm kidding, right? I'm not kidding. Alright. Okay, so you're joining me outside the Hebronville High School, which I'm delighted to say has several tennis courts. You can see some of the youths engaging in some doubles play right now. Don't know about this formation. These two gutless wonders are playing from the baseline. Very passive approach. Although this boy wonder has taken position on the net. Standing close to the tram lines. What does everybody else in the world call them? I know we call them tram lines in Melbourne because we have a lot of trams. I know you all have trams too, but do you call them tram lines? Let me know, non-Australian tennis players. Maybe they call them tram lines in San Francisco as well. They have trams. Yeah, so Hebronville is a census-designated area. They won't go as far as to call it a town. It means there's a population here, but for whatever reason, it's not a town. It's a census-designated area, which is strange to me. It has a population of around 6,000. That was recorded in 2010. Can't see a single person on the old diamond. So, Hebronville, census-designated population with borderline humid subtropical climate. I really appreciated the word borderline in the climate description. Apparently it doesn't get a lot of rain, but when it does rain, it fucking rains. So, right on Hebronville. What is beyond there? If I was anywhere in the world and I saw this road with this drift, this rise, I would assume that there is an ocean beyond that. But alas, there is not. That is a deceptive horizon. Get a load of the brick on brick. Anyway, what can I say about this small municipal in Texas? Fond of the truck, tight-knit community, I read. It's a rodeo and cowboy-loving town. It makes up a large part of their culture. This place is in what's known as the Jim Hogg. Oh, is that a smoker? Cool. The Jim Hogg County. More on Governor Hogg in a moment. This just reminded me that Tex-Mex is a very popular cuisine. Tex-Mex is obviously a portmanteau of Texas and Mexico, and Tex-Mex cuisines typically smoked meats in barbecue sauces, so ribs and wings and what have yous. Yeah, is this a smoker as well? I think it is. They do not want anybody parking on their nature strip. All right. Are you getting the vibe? I'm getting a vibe. Yeah, there's a vibe. This corner, I think, if you could find one street corner in Texas that epitomized Texas, I think this would be it right here. We have multiple trucks, Fords, Rams. I'm not a car person, but I am familiar with this because due to globalization, this behemoth of a car has made its way to Australia and is in my top 100 list of least favorite things outside. This place has 8 cars. I mean, they might be having a party. That's possible. 4 wheelie bins. This car here, with its enormous wheels, this is a Ram. How much diesel does that fucking thing use? And this too, I thought was amusing. It's their lawn ornament, and it is a mini replica. Well, it's probably not even a replica. It probably is a mini oil pumping device. So if I was spawned here, hold on, I've just seen something else that's probably the second most telling or cliche Texan street corner I've ever seen in my entire life. But let's just have a quick look at, let me finish my initial thought. There's a lot of thoughts flying through my head right now. Yeah, the oil rig device, the multitude of cars. We've got a lot of cowboy motifs, lots of wagon wheels. I've spotted some earlier as well. And of course, lots of little T's. This is obviously a God-fearing or God-loving town. Sorry, not a town, a census-designated area. I'm not opposed to people living their lives in this way. I respect how important people's religiosity and culture and pastimes, how important those things are to them. But I do not support institutions that have historically and systemically oppressed marginalized people, and women in particular. And I'm afraid the church, Christianity, is one of those institutions. Perhaps I shouldn't have come to Hebronville. Probably going to have to edit that whole section out. Do I want a single subscriber to my channel? It doesn't sound like it, does it? Anyway, here's the other thing I saw. This nice garden silhouette-y type ornaments of, somebody laying a wreath on a cross, and I'm assuming that's a donkey behind it. Okay, some facts about Hebronville. As I said earlier, it's in the James Hogg County. James Hogg was a man. He was a populist and a Democrat, and he made pecans famous. I tried to find some interesting. I'm enamored by some of these front yards. They're terrific. This is a cowboy-loving town. Look at that horseshoe on that front door. One of his dying wishes was for a pecan tree to be planted on his grave, and he wished for the pecan seeds to be distributed across Texas. Yeah, and it became the state's national tree. Correct me if I'm wrong, any Texans listening, although I hope you're not, because I've been pretty disparaging of some things. Not synonymous with Texas, of course. These are global things. Anyway, there just happen to be a lot of them here. Yeah, the pecan tree. I went to look for old Governor Hogg's grave and I couldn't see a pecan tree there, but I did find this site here, and it says Governor Hogg pecan, 20th century, pecan our state tree. That was his thing. I want a pecan our state, and I mean, he did. But it says public access no longer applicable. Tree is dead. It says here that they distributed the seeds from the trees to individuals, schools, and organizations throughout Texas. Here we go. It's long been a popular tree in Texas, and in 1919 it was officially designated the state tree of Texas by an act of the state legislature, largely credited to the sentiments of Governor Hogg expressed on the eve of his death. What an unusual final request. This was found on the page called Famous Trees of Texas. I wonder what other trees are famous in Texas. We've got a little key here. It's a, oh, this is kind of sad. It's a little gravestone, and it says equals tree is dead. That is the one key symbol. I actually listened to an amazing podcast once about a tree in Texas. I'm pretty sure it was Texas. It was an episode of Criminal, which is produced by Lauren Spohr and Phoebe Judge. There's an episode in there about a giant oak tree from memory that is poisoned. Let me quickly look it up for you. Okay, so I found it. It's episode 36, and the title is called Perfect Specimen, and it's about a tree that was 50 feet tall, and it was called Treaty Oak. The Treaty Oak, and it's from Austin in Texas. Let's take a look at it. I won't tell you anything else about the episode. You can go and listen to it yourself. It's a wonderful podcast. So here are two images of this oak tree. I won't share the fate of this tree with you. Go and listen to the podcast to hear the thrilling story. Let's pick one tree from this list with a cool name and check it out. We won't pick a dead one. Ooh, Goose Island Oak. Okay, so I selected 3 trees. This one is called the Goose Island Oak tree. They all seem to be either oak or pecan trees. What a cool tree. This is beautiful. It's on Goose Island. There's another image there. This one is the Jumbo Hollis pecan. It's also a beautiful tree. And finally, I've selected the Which Way tree. And here it is. That also looks like a pecan as well. Here you go. Little tree tour for you there. That's a tree detour, in case that needed explaining. Back to Hebronville. Is that enough facts about Jim Hogg? I think it is. Here he is here. This is a cool abandoned hotel in Hebronville. It's the historical Hotel Vigo. Oh, I just saw a classic American symbol, Northern American symbol, I should say. The water tower. Wouldn't be a small town or a small census designated area without one. Cool. I really enjoyed scrolling around this fascinating town. Interesting. Like he's in the wrong era. What's with these hot air balloons? You see these everywhere. This is a global phenomenon. The hot air balloon advertisement. It's the deal. What is the point? Extreme Ranches Incorporated. Farm, ranch, hunting supplies. Get it all here in Hebronville. Cool. What do you know? No parking allowed. I mean, candidate for most ridiculous car award. I mean, it's been elongated by the streetcar, has it? Yeah, it has slightly. All right. Not too ridiculous then. I take that back. Really do like their longhorns here. Nice cloudy day in Texas. It's a nifty little caravan cover. Why did Hebronville require such a large stucco hotel? Pray tell. Owned by a chap called Viggo Kohler. It's young Viggo here in the lap. Danish Americans. Looks like Viggo had a long and full life. He loved Aggie football. What is that? Oh, it's a subdivision of American football. Okay. Doesn't mention his hotel at all. Do I have the right Viggo? I must. There couldn't be many Viggos from Hebronville. Looks like Viggo built the hotel to accommodate travellers and business people through the area, but it was originally built by... No, not them. By someone called C.F. Luque, not this football player. I think this is where the trail runs cold. We don't need to dive much deeper into this little expose on Hebronville. Sporadic exploration of this small town. I think we've satisfied the random place generator game. We've looked at the Goose Island oak trees and ram trucks aplenty and religious iconography. We've dissed them. We've praised and admired them. We've done it all. Let's move on to the next segment of this show. All right, we're going to play this very easy map called Famous Tennis Courts, created by Caro. Hopefully I can nail it. Interesting. Okay, I believe this is a stadium in Flushing Meadows. Certainly the surface you would be playing on. But is it usually green around the outside? No. I think it's that stadium. I could be wrong. I'm not sure at all. Let's see who's playing. It's like it's Stevens and Kasakina. Is that Sloane Stevens? That is a... Whoops. Did that person take the photo? I don't think they did. Anyway, let's see if I can find a sign. I'm going to need it. This is definitely... Oh, God. This is definitely the US. The USA. Northern America. There's a few telltale signs here. But I don't think it's Flushing Meadows. It's not big enough for the US Open. Which, I mean, everybody's dressed in warm weather attire. Maybe it's Indian Wells. I am not familiar with that stadium, but let's go and pick it anyway. It's somewhere near Joshua Tree. There, Indian Wells. Kaching. All right. I hope this is right. Where are the tennis courts, though? Where are the tennis courts? You've come this far. Oh my God. Found it. Don't know if that compass is right, but anyway. Here. There. Yippee-ki-yay. We got it. Only took a long time. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking with fire. This is Arthur Ashe Stadium, home of the US Open. And there we go. So, Flushing Meadows. in New York. US city with the third most tennis courts. Now, there's Flushing. Model airplane field. Alright, we'll look that up in a seckie. So a lot of interesting stuff going on around here, that's for sure. Queen's Museum, Visual Arts. Avenue of the Americas. Ooh. Memorial. Oh my god, here it is. Alright, where are we? We're courtside, and if we're looking north, we're on that side of the court. Can't see the actual court itself, but here looks good. Yes. 10,000 pointeroos. Should we look at the model airplane field now or later? No, we'll save it. We'll save it. All right. Yes, we know this one. This is, of course, Wimbledon. It's not in London, is it? Oh my gosh. Yes, it is. Of course it is. But where? There it is, Wimbledon. Thank Christ. All right, Wimbledon Village. Why is this so difficult? Golf course. Always find the fucking golf course first. Nobody cares about your silly sport. Is this it? Yeah. All England something tennis centre is what that stands for. Whatever. Centre court. And where are we right now? We're on the court. The net has been removed and we're smack bang in the middle. Cool. So, yeah, if that's what that is. 2 meters. Yippee-ki-yay. Doing well. It's very satisfying. Okay, here we are. Ooh, the Philippe Chatrier. Court's looking a little bit daggy, but that's because all the clay has been stripped off. This is the famous arena for the tournament that I'm not watching right now because of the rain. Roland Garros in Paris. And yeah, this is a clay court surface, although the clay is not on. And the lines are drawn with chalk. It's when you hear someone say, I mean, it depends how into tennis you are. You could see the chalk everywhere. The chalk flew everywhere. It means, yes, it was in. It did hit the line. It's a pretty good... This surface is great for line calls because you can literally see the market leaves. Weirdly, we don't call them clay courts in Australia. We call them en tout cas, which is French for in any case or in any event or in all conditions. Yeah, but everybody else seems to call it just clay court. Clay is actually, well, not in all cases, but it's crushed red brick mixed with some other aggregate. Anyway, it's more than I'm sure you wanted to ever learn about fucking en tout cas. Now, I do have a vague idea of where in Paris this is because I've been looking at the weather radar to see if I'll get to enjoy the tournament or not. And it's in this area here. There, Stadium Roland Garros. Why is this the easiest one to find? Wait, don't speak too soon. Here we go. Excellent. And where are we standing? Are we right in the center? Yes, we are. Boom. 2 meters. Yes, we're having a golden round, a golden slam. Finally. Doesn't look that impressive, but it's really it. Just compared to Arthur Ashe and... Anyway, sorry. We're in I fucking hope this is the Rod Laver Arena and it's not the old stinky court, the old Margot homophobe court arena, but it's not. This is Rod Laver Arena, and imagine if I did get a perfect score for this one. How lucky am I to live in a slam city? I would say I'm pretty freaking lucky. All right, what am I doing? Getting distracted. Here we are, Rod Laver, and where are we? We are near 12, 11, door 34. Not listed on this map. Never mind. Looking north, left side, around here somewhere. Oh my god. It was fucking Margaret Court Arena. I knew it didn't look big enough. Oh, I'm such an idiot. If I had not, why the fuck would they pick that one as the last of this map? Why wouldn't they pick the center court? That is so bizarre to me, unless the map maker didn't know that Rod Laver was the main one, although Whatever. If I did not 5k that final round, I would have flipped this computer off the desk. I would have flipped it. Done. Gone. All right. Moving on to another one. I should have saved that for last. First, let's look at the model airplane field in Flushing. Okay. Not that exciting. I think this is where you come to fly your model airplane. That's cool. All right. Let's do 198 capitals and finish with World of Hotels. This is turning into a ridiculously long episode again. It's been a while. Probably should have started with the tennis round. I should have ended with the tennis round. Yikes. Oh dear. Oh dearie dear. Who fucking knows? Oh, look. Jesus. I have no idea. I'm going to say it's Baghdad. It's Egypt. Whoops. Cafe Hawaii. Cafe Ulai. This isn't Hawaii. Rabat Ville. I always forget that. Is it? Now I'm second guessing. Capital of Morocco. Rabat. Okay. Phew. Next. Turkey. What are you doing? Cool. Pretty close. All right. .com, and I am not familiar with. Oh no. Oh geez. Why am I so terrible at figuring out these languages? These scripts. I think I'm gonna have to go with this. Oh no, it was Thai. I'm terrible. Fuck. Alright. Last but not least. What is that flag? Come on. Oh, I can't read that. Emperor Morgam Galdi. What does that say? Emperor something. Oh shit. Green, yellow, red, Pan-African colours. Two-toned car. Maybe coastal. This is hard. I'm gonna make a fool of myself here. To be fair, is there a lot to go on? I say no. Perhaps the sun is something to go on. Maybe it is... Gosh, I wish I knew my flags. Right about now, not like that I can see the flag too clearly. It better be the Pan-African flag colours. Telling you right now. Look, let's say it's Maputo. Oh my god. Oh, how smart am I? I just suddenly thought this looks like it's on the... Well, I knew it was southern because of the sun, and I thought it looked east coast. So I'm a genius. Not a bad score. Pity about several of those guesses. The Thailand, Laos, Stitch Up, and the Egypt one as well. What a bummer. All right. On to World of Hotels in honor of Vigo and his now ghost hotel. Havana? Is this Havana? I think so. This looks like Paris to me. Los del Espacio. That doesn't look Parisian to me now. Perhaps this is Havana after all. Why can't you tell the difference between Havana and Paris? That is 50 años. All right. Or is it Madrid? Look, it says it right there. Okay. We can definitely France. Number plates. I think this is Madrid. It's gotta be... Yes. It's fucking Madrid, surely. Although we're not doing the capitals anymore, are we? It might not be. Look, I'm just going for it. If this is Cuba, I'll wear it. I'm rusty at the game, okay? Wasn't any of them. Of course, it was Buenos Aires. All the fucking Napoleon style buildings. Look, you can see the circle of mistakes, can't you? I originally thought this was Paris, and the architect that Napoleon commissioned to design New Paris. Yeah, those buildings are replicated in Buenos Aires. Look, I'm an idiot, but I know one or two things. Don't forget that in your appraisal of me and my guesses. Okay, I should have quit after the tennis round. 6 flags, just to confuse us, but not these 6 flags. The one actual national flag standing out amongst the rest is the Canadian flag. So, but again, Could be any city in Canada, couldn't it? Might not even be fucking Canada. Be Teslaville. I think I have to go Canada. Big old country Canada, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for them, but we're just going to pick capitals. All right. Did okay. Quebec City. Might have been a better guess. Hotel something Tang. Japan? No, not Japan. Yeah, not Japan. Obviously, upon second glance, Indonesia. Let's say Bali, Jakarta. Alright, that'll do. Okay, cool. Let's put myself out of my own misery. The Pearl. Interesting. Coastal. Bit of a wasteland. Tall thing. Towering cumulonimbus in the distance. Big American style cars. Where is this? Where is this? I feel like it's like, is this the States or is this Mexico? I have no idea. They wouldn't build something like this in Hawaii, would they? I mean, it's possible, isn't it? Or is it one of the colonized American islands? Where is it? I mean, which one is it? Probably none of these. US Virgin Islands? I don't know. Okay, that makes more sense. I did say Mexico, didn't I? You heard me. I'm like, USA, Mexico. And anyway, it was out here on this split peninsula atoll, the South Padre Islands, Laguna Madre. Final round, let's go out with a bang or a whimper. Oh no, dead end. That is where I've ended up. Guest parking only. English, American, open plains, smattering of conifers, rental car shuttle, one way. Okay, I mean, I feel like it's Montana-y, somewhere near Yellowstone-y. Let's pick this place. Hello, I'm very proud of that. It's a pretty good US guess for old Yenna, considering some of the bad guesses I've had. So let this be the guess that remains in your mind when you think fondly of me. All right, thanks for bearing witness and sitting through that. If you did, if you didn't, well, maybe you should have. All right. Hooroo.